Hi, I'm Nathan Lengacher. Last Saturday I topped at the Louisville Regional with RB with a 6-1 record, and I'm just here to show off my list. So it's 3 RB stage landing, 3 RB funk dock, 1 terraforming, which is pretty much just a 4th funk dock. You just have to play maximum copies of these. They're just the best cards in the deck. And then for the RB cards, or other RB cards for the disruptions, I play 1 RB Lambda Blade, 1 RB G810 Driller, and 1 RB G810 Cutter. These are the 3 disruptions. This one's optional, but I played it because Droll's popular. I think when Droll's popular, you need to play this one because it helps you more frequently get all 3 names into rotation under Droll. And then this one is also kind of a disruption. It's a hand rip. It's RB Lambda Cannon. It just looks at your opponent's hand and special summons a monster out of their hand to their field negated. So this is basically your bread and butter, how you win games. Just set up these 3 disruptions coming from different places with perfect hand knowledge. It's basically just kind of like the goal of your combo. And then I play RB J10 Pile Bunker. So this one basically just wipes the field whenever you attack with Brute Blues by destroying itself and all cards your opponent controls. It's really good just for wiping the field and OTKing. So really good card. And then we also played RB Last Stand. So this is also part of the inboard, and yeah, it summons 1 from Graveyard, Exchequer deck, and yeah, it also has a second effect where you can banish it to negate an effect that targets an RB monster on the field. So it's just more ways to get all 3. Basically, all of these are just supplementary pieces to get all 3s active on your opponent's turn. So, yeah. And then for supplementary engines, we played the best one, which is Girsu. It just gets to your combo the most resiliently through the most hand traps, while also being just like one of the better cards on Afua. So just probably the best card in the deck outside of like the RB starters. And then also play O-Lion. It's just another card that's like really strong into most hand traps, and doesn't necessarily conflict with the Girsu, because if you can get to link 1, you can pitch this for cost off the link 1, and it still makes the token. So yep. And then I played just 1 of each Sky Striker card. I don't like relying on these because they're really bad at Afua. You end up having to give your opponent 4 draws to get to your booster. So yeah, I just play 1 of each because this is a good search off of the rest sometimes, and they're pretty decent starters. So, and then for non-engine, I played 12 hand traps, which is just 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 3 Moltrami Fubulos, 3 Droll and Lockbird, and 3 Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. So 12 hand traps. You're just wanting to pretty much draw 1, sometimes 2, and to help kind of just soften your opponent's board so you can break it with your other non-engine and your engine cards. And these were also, like, I would prefer to play more hand traps, but these were the only hand traps I thought were good. So, yeah. What was... And then for the other non-engine, I played 3 Triple Tactics Thrust, because this is pretty much an RB card. It searches stage landing. Stage landing is not once per turn, and it's just like really strong, because like stage landing by itself is just a 1-card OTK. So yeah, this card's like really good for that reason. And I played Talents to search off of this at times, and then also played Called By and Crossout. Crossout was just because, like, I don't normally like playing Crossout, but I just didn't think there was another, like, really good hand trap to play. And this card hits Droll, and even, like, going second, you can, like, stop them from ashing your stage landing. And if your engine pieces resolve, even going second, you should just be able to break the board and kill your opponent. So, like, that was just kind of, like, my theory behind playing this card. And then that's it for the main deck, is 40 cards. And then for the extra tokens, for Girsu and for Sky Striker cards, you play 3 Vulcan Booster. You need 3 of this one specifically, because there are combos where you go through 2 of them on turn 1. So you need 3 specifically, just so you have a 3rd one to make them turn 3 if you need to. 2 Brood Blues. He's the main one you kill, and he's another way to search more RB cards. and he's also just like really hard to out. And then 2 RB Shepherd's Crook. He sets a trap from deck, and then also can target 3 RBs in the graveyard to bring one back and shovel the other 2, or not shovel, put the other 2 on the bottom of the deck. So he helps you play through Droll by setting up the last stand, and he also is just really just a really good tool for being able to get all 3 of the disruption effects online during the opponent's turn. He also gains 500 for each other monster you control, so it's just any monster, and so he gets pretty big too. Then 2 Clockwork Knight. You need the second one in this build because you play O-Lion, so the second one comes up quite often. 1 Gearsu. You only need 1. You're really only trying to go through this once to get to your RB cards, and then you're mainly just using your RB cards for the rest of the game, so yep, you only need 1. You have to play all 3 striker cards. Even though I only play 2 striker cards in the main deck, you still need to play all 3 links because you can't get... It's basically not a 1-card combo if you don't play all 3 of these. So you want to have these just in case. And the extra deck is very loose, so you don't really even need anything else. Like these last 2 cards I didn't even make. It's just SPN access code. I never made either of these. When you make these, they turn stage landing off. So like most of the time, stage landing is just a better tool for OTKing and board breaking than either of these cards. So you don't make them very often, but they come up sometimes. Side deck is 3 Meows. This would be like the next hand trap I would play in the main deck, but I don't really want to have that many cards that are that awful going first, so I just side deck it, and it's really good in the side deck. Helps out versus a lot of different matchups like Yami variants and Mitsu variants, and Malice running around. So it's just a good card. 3 thrust targets. I play 1 of each because I obviously play 3 thrusts in the main deck, and they all 3 come up for different scenarios. I would consider playing more of this. This card is really strong. These other 2 are just good as 1-ofs though. 3 Urgent Schedule. So basically what Urgent Schedule does is you take a level 4 or lower and a level 5 or higher Earth Machine from the deck and special summon them both to the field. So, to activate it, your opponent has to control more monsters than you. So it's basically another starter going second, and it's really good. I usually side out the O-Lion for these, just to have less normal summons, and also that theory that I talked about with the Link one being able to pitch O-Lion, it applies less going second because your opponent can obviously use like removal based effects to get rid of the Gearsu before you can make the Link one. So it's more detrimental to have too many normal summons going second. So then we get to the goofy cards. I guess you can probably count that as a goofy card, but I played 3 Heatwave. This card is, I only activated it once, but it's really good just because of how many just resilient 1-card OTKs this deck plays. So basically the idea is you just activate this and then OTK them on turn 3. And, the one time I activated this, that happened. So it was pretty good. Yeah. I didn't go first very often in generals, which is another reason why I didn't really get to use this card very much. So, and then we played these because of the RB Operation Test and the Clockwork Knight. Because playing both of these basically makes it to where your engine can search out the Clockwork Knight, which is a very good floodgate versus certain decks, especially Yami. Yami being the biggest example. So, yep. Having these for that was really good. And also, this is just another extender going first. So there's a few times where the Clockwork Knight wasn't a good floodgate, and I still sided this thing going first, just because it's just another searchable extender from your engine. So it's pretty good. And then this card, RV Vulcan Rocket. Basically, it's an ignition effect to pay 1,000 to target 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy both and this card. And then your opponent takes 500 for each card destroyed. This card's pretty good against, it's like good going second in general, and then even going first it's good against Draco Tail, because if they 5 mana at you, you can summon this and just pop the back rows they set, so it's nice to have the option to go into it going first against Draco Tail. So I think it's good in the side deck. I don't hate maining it either, but I just played it in the side deck, and I think it felt pretty good there. So, yep, that's it for the deck. Yep, ran pretty well. Thank you.